Good morning. Happy November 23rd. Yeah, we are back to regular scheduled vlogs. I took a week off because I wanted to catch up on some stuff, but now we're good. We're all caught up with everything as far as videos and uploads and stuff. So yeah, but as of right now, we are getting ready to go see Home Alone. Hence why my shirt is Home Alone. This is my outfit, just a Home Alone shirt we got from Dollar Tree. Not from Dollar Tree, from Five Below. We're matching. Um, this cream color like turtleneck, this skirt, and then some tights or stockings, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's not until like 11, but it is a good distance from us, and we're also have to take the pups out and stuff. But there's a theater, not a theater. There's a Barnes and Noble, not next to the theater, but like pretty close. So after we watch the movie, we are going to gift shop. But I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know where my other bag is. Well, I shouldn't need too much stuff. And I feel like I had more keychains. No, I am missing something. I am missing my green bagel bag. Can't find it. Oh well. But today should be pretty exciting. Because if you didn't know, Home Alone is one of my favorite Christmas movies, and I watch it every year. But yeah, I will be vlogging today, and yeah, I'm very excited. So yesterday, I mentioned that we were going to Barnes and Noble, and we did, but I didn't really vlog in at Barnes and Noble because it was a lot of people there, and then also on top of that, it felt kind of crowded. Like not the people, but the store in a way, if that makes sense. But at first, I wasn't going to get anything. Well, I was intentionally trying to buy something, but nothing really grabbed my attention until I saw one book, and I was like, oh, this book seems cool. I know this author. I really like that book. So this book I got is called Cursed Starters by the same author who wrote My Sister the Serial Killer, which I read and I really enjoyed it. But this one is about a mother. She gives birth to a daughter the same day her and her family are burying her cousin. So her and the family believe that her daughter is the reincarnation of the cousin who died. And there's this like family curse that says no man will call your house home, and if they try, they will not have peace. And that pretty much leads to like a lot of broken hearts within the family, and every woman in that family lives in the same roof or under the same roof. So the daughter of the mother, she falls in love with, and then like she learns about this family curse. So I'm guessing we're going through that process of if it's really a curse or anything like that. So I'm kind of excited to read this book, and it's a very pretty cover as well. But yeah, that's the only book I bought. I don't know if I'm going to buy any books in December. Like I said, there's not like any books that are really grabbing my attention right now. Like I have a whole list of books, but honestly, if I wanted those books, I can always just either look on Kindle Unlimited or go to the library and see if they have them. I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to buy books at the moment, which is like a weird feeling. But yeah, I last week while I wasn't vlogging, I started reading this book called Witch of Wild Things. And this book is about our female main character. Her name is Sage. She comes from this family who have like gifts, but they're pretty much like witches in a way. and she runs away from her family because her younger sister died. So like 8 years later, she's back in her hometown because of things that are happening, or things that have happened at like her job or whatever. And she takes this job at like a farm, and she like worked there in the past, where she runs into this one guy who she kind of had like a connection with in her teenage, because I think they were in high school, their teenage years. So we're going through that story of like her family and her sisters and the witches and stuff, and then also the romance of her falling back in love with this one guy. And so far I like it. I only picked it up once. Like, I haven't been reading it, but I got to page 95. And so far I like it. It's a short book, roughly around 300 pages, 304 pages. And I want to finish it this week because I haven't been reading it last week. So yeah, and then also on my Kindle, I've been reading a few books because I'm trying to get out of a funk. I've been reading a lot of not short stories, but like not a lot of pages. So the first one I read was Falling for Her Grumpy Elf Mates. And the next book I finished yesterday, it was called His Second Chance at Love. I don't know what I'm going to read next on my Kindle. Probably another like Christmassy short story in a way. Because I saw somebody say that if you're in like a reading slump, read books less than 200 pages, but preferably less than like 100-ish pages. Around that mark. It helps. I feel like I am getting back into that reading mood. But yeah, I need to... It's weird because I don't have work this week, but then I also don't really have anything to do this week because I'm already caught up with everything. So it's just pretty much a week of anything at this point. So I may take this week to like read as much as I can. So I've been reading all day. But anyway, yeah. I've been reading all day and I finished reading Witch of Wild Things today. Well, obviously I finished today, Imani. But I really enjoyed this book. I think I'm going to give it 5 stars. It was really that good, which is funny. Because I got this book on the whim because I think I just saw the book in Barnes & Noble and I was like, okay, this book seems interesting. I like the cover. It's witches. I love witches and magic. But yeah, this book wasn't recommended to me or anything. And I'm happy I picked it up because I really enjoyed this book. And funny enough, after finishing it, I saw that there are other books in this series. One is currently out. The other one don't come out until January. So this book follows one sister and then the other 2 books follow the other sisters. So once I finished that book and I looked it up and saw that there was another book, I went to Barnes & Noble. So I got the second book in the series that follows the second sister. She has a, the first sister has a plant power. The second sister has lightning, and the third sister is like animals. So yeah, very excited to start this. And I only got it today because I want to be like in this world. And yeah, I got another book, The Baby Dragon Bakery, which is the second book to the whole Baby Dragon cafe series. And this book followed 2 characters that we meet in the first one. So yeah, bought 2 books today. Didn't spend any money because it's on a gift card. But yeah, now we have 2 more books to finish or to add to our list. Similar to yesterday, I am going to do like a reading sprint, and that pretty much is sitting down and reading for a certain amount of time, like each session. Yeah, so yesterday I did 2 40-minute reading sprints. That just means I read for 80 minutes yesterday. But today I am going to do that, but instead of just focusing on one book, I'm going to go in between 2 books. So last night I started reading The Lightning in Her Heart, which is book 2 to Which of All Things, which I shared yesterday. The other book I am reading on my Kindle is called Merry Inkmas. And this book is about a tattoo artist and a ex-barista. I can say that word now, funny enough. But anyway, he becomes her boss after something happened at her previous job with him and someone else. And so far, I am enjoying this book. It's a cute Christmassy romance. Not that long. I think around 200 pages or less. But yeah, I'm going to start with The Lightning in Her Heart first, and then just switch in between the two for the rest of the day, because honestly, we were supposed to go out. I don't know if it's still going out. The sky is gloomy. It's supposed to rain later today, but I feel like it's going to start any minute now. So we'll see how that goes today. But yeah, let's get to reading and see how much I can read today. Long time no chat. I don't know where this video is going, honestly. I think the last thing I filmed was me changing my bed around in my room for the most part. The only thing I really did was move my bed against this wall and then move my nightstand in front of the window. It is November 28th, the day after Thanksgiving, and now we can finally decorate for Christmas and stuff, and I'm really excited. Like, I've been waiting for this moment all year, and I probably could have decorated early, but it just didn't seem right to me yet to decorate till after Thanksgiving. But yeah, we're going to take down all of our fallish stuff, change our sheets, switch out some decorations, and make it very Christmassy in here, which is it's going to be our first Christmas here. Our first Christmas living here in Athens, at least. Because normally we would just visit for Christmas and stuff. But yeah, our first Christmas living in Georgia. Should be fun. It's very cold. Right now it says it's 37. But yeah, I'm very excited to start decorating. For the books that I'm currently reading, I am still reading The Lightning in Her Heart. I haven't picked that book up since today's Friday. I think since like Tuesday maybe. And then on my Kindle, I'm reading this book that's a part of the whole Winter Moon series thing called Healing Hazel, which is the 5th book, I think, to that series. And then it's like a whole other like short story, then it's like a vampire series, and it's just a whole lot. And I'm trying to catch up with everything. So yeah, also, I don't think I'm going to only read physical books for December for a simple fact that there are a lot of books on my Kindle that I want to read. So I will try to focus mostly on physical books, but I'll also be reading my Kindle books along the way. I think that's it for right now. I'm about to go and eat apple pie and ice cream for breakfast because I can. And then we'll start taking stuff down and then putting stuff up. So I've been sitting here working for a bit today because I don't want to have to do so much work going into next week for the simple fact that I have a lot of stuff not planned but that I want to do next week, and then I also start work again. So I wanted to knock some stuff out before the start of the new week. So yeah, I've been working on a lot. I did my Christmas like room decoration, my November wrap up, and my December TBR. And yesterday, I didn't film it, but I picked out some books that I wanted, or just picked some books out of my TBR jar to read for December. I did 3 picks, but one of them is like a series, and I'll show you if you don't want to watch the short, because this will be after the short. But the first book I picked was The Holiday Switch, which is funny because that's the only Christmas physical book I own currently. Like, I have other books, but I already read those. So yeah, should be fun reading that one. The next book I picked was Our Vicious Oath, which is the adult romantasy. And then the next books I picked out was the Belladonna series. And this one just says Foxglove because when I made it, it was just Foxglove, and then Wisteria came out. But it's a 4-book series, and I do plan on rereading Belladonna because I've Read that book, I think December of 23. So it's been over a year since I've been inside that whole world, and I want to reread that and then finish the rest of the series off. So yeah, those are the 4, 5, 6 books I plan on reading. Oh yeah, Holly too, which is the novella to it. Yeah. So the books I plan on reading, I need to finish Lightning in Her Heart. I haven't picked that book up, I think, since today's Saturday, since Tuesday, maybe. What else? I started reading the Winter Moon series again on my Kindle. I'm currently reading Healing Hazel, which is the fifth book in the main series, and then there's other like branches, so like a short story, then there's like a vampire series that is currently coming out now, or at least one of the books. But yeah, I am reading those two books currently. We'll be reading it into the next week. But yeah. Oh, later tonight we're going to a Athens Rock Lobster game, which is a hockey league. I think the hockey league is called FPHL. And I find it so interesting how many different hockey leagues there are, because it's the F, so it's the NHL, then the PWHL, then it's the FPHL, then it's like there's a Canadian Hockey League, then there's the AHL, the American Hockey League, then it's like a Western Hockey League, I think. And there's so many like hockey league, which is crazy. And I feel like, what do I feel like? I don't know what I feel like. But yeah, we're going to a hockey game tonight. Should be fun. This will be our first Rock Lobster game. We shall see how it goes. I think we're sitting pretty close. I think we're behind the penalty box. I think the second row or something. It should be fun. I think it's going to be very cold. Oh, I do have stuff in the washer. But yeah, today should be fun. Hopefully they win. Hopefully there's a fight. But yeah, I need to eat.